Hi, I'm Amber Emily Smith, and I'm the author of The Girl on the Bathroom Floor. This book is for anyone who feels like their life has not gone the way that they had hoped. It's for anyone who feels like everything around them is falling apart, for anyone who has been through or is going through a dark, deep season of pain. It's about grief, it's about hope, and it's about our good and gracious God who meets us in the valley. You can listen now on Spotify.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
You're listening to ModifedRoll, part of the Potteration Network.
What is it that we're actually trying to find out, Gag?
Yeah, because we want to know. Well, we want to know why the kobolds are like so active now. We're not really here to take them out. We just want to find out what they're doing.
Imlith will move forward towards those noises. She'll look at you all and just say, "I'll go and see what that is while you're talking."
Yeah, Tristan will have walked back across the water to wherever those noises were coming from as well.
Yeah, Hark will follow too. This guy's out cold anyway, so I just dropped the kobold.
So I'm still passing this information on as well. In that case, now that I've tied down this kobold, I'm going to use my axe to just break open the doors to the cages.
Are you not going to tell us that? Or?
What you guys hear is a smashing noise, and then the flapping of very light wings as you guys watch as these creatures that were held in the cages where you first came in drift up. There's a brief moment of silence, and then echoing up the tunnel. Not particularly loud, it sounds like it's coming from some distance away, but there is something akin to a combination of a roar and a bark that you hear like echoing a couple of times up the tunnel.
You see, that is why you don't take wild animals home. We should perhaps check that out, yes?
And you can just about make out that what they are doing, they're clearly trying to encircle and corner something. And from this distance, it's hard to make out exactly what they are, but you see another dragon-like creature again with these floral aspects to it. You see an almost completely white body with green accents on the feet and down the back, except for around the base of the tail and like around its neck are these massive, beautiful red flowers. And what you're seeing for those watching are something like that.
It really is a big cat with a scarf. You were completely right.
You can see as they're being backed, at this point they've now been backed up against a wall. You can see that there are a number of them, and they are growling and roaring and barking to try and scare the kobolds off. You can see a number of them are carrying thick, heavy nets, and they're obviously clearly trying to push them against the wall so that they can throw the nets over them. All right. So you guys, as a group, managed to sneak your way through the cavern and get right up behind this line of kobolds, which are slowly closing in on these dragonoid flower creatures. And for those at home, I described the coloration of the creature. It's on all fours, and it has a rough, almost like a lion's mane of these bright red flowers. And now that you guys are closer, you can actually see that its tail resembles the closed bud of a very large flower. You see them posturing and puffing up their chest, and the flowers on their make up their ruff actually start to shake a little bit as they growl and roar at the kobolds, trying to scare them off. But it does not seem to be working. But you guys managed to get up close. Tristan, what would you like to do first?
Okay, so Tristan kind of knelt down a little bit, keeping low on top of this kind of wide-capped fungi. Will take the item that was in his hand and will toss it towards Izzy before leaping over this kobold here. So the kobold that's at the bottom of this big mushroom cap, he's going to leap over and sort of kind of double 180 pivot in the air before landing on the opposite side, and will just slice across with his rapier before taking a half step back, sort of trying to interject between the creatures that are being cornered and this surrounding corral of kobolds.
Cool. Give us an attack roll. At advantage because you're in a surprise round.
Excellent. The item that I threw to Izzy was a potion of healing.
Hey, that's cool. I definitely need that, possibly, because I have no idea how much hit points I have.
Okay, so that was a 12 on my initial attack.
12 is enough to hit.
Okay, so that is 1d8. 1d8 plus 5 for my rapier. So that's 3 plus 5, so that's 8 points of slashing damage as I slice across the first kobold, which is the... I move my token, is this one just here.
Yeah, as you land in like a shallow puddle of water that's splashing up around you, all the kobolds startle, but they barely have time to react before your blade passes across the neck of this first kobold, and it drops immediately dead. As you land, the creatures behind you, these like floral dragon-like creatures, startle and sort of like jump back. The two nearest you growl at you for a minute. So can you give me an animal handling check, please?
Wow.
Oh, we never get to do that in D&D games. That's nice.
Geriatric Ninja Turtle.
Yep. No. Hey! It's a 12.
12, all you're trying to do is convince them that you're not like also trying to hurt them. So as you sort of like land, you sort of gesture towards them, but then turn to face the kobolds, and the ones that were sort of like snarling at you sort of tilt their head a little bit and then turn and spread out a little bit to face the kobolds. They don't look like they're going to attack you.
Okay, fantastic. Do I have a whole round or just one action with it being a surprise round?
It's a surprise round, so you have your full turn.
Okay, perfect. So I will take my second attack. Oh, at this point, the Tristan, after slicing across, will keep his blade arm out and effectively just use the full force of him stepping forward 5 feet to try and stab the creature that's just next to the kobold that I've just
now
downed.
Now that you're much closer, you realize that while these are all kobolds, the most of them appear to be just like regular kobolds, the ones carrying the nets. But you also see there are 3 that look a little bit different. 2 are carrying large shields, which now that you're in front of one, you realize looks to be made of dragon scale and carrying a spear at their side. Then the third one is carrying like a little crate on its back that is stuffed with like various creatures, as a jar hanging off its belt, and a stick with what looks to be a scorpion tied to the end.
Okay, I don't like him.
The one you're in front of is one of the ones holding the large shield.
Okay, so I will try and attack him. That's cocked. Oh, that's good. 17 plus 5, 23. No, 22 even.
That hits.
Just making it up as I go along. 4 plus 5, so that's 9 points of damage against that creature, or that kobold there.
You stab forward using the momentum from the first attack to essentially overpower this thing's defenses before it can even like bring the shield to bear, and you're able to drive it into its side. But you realize this one's a little bit more beefy than the regular kobolds, and while you do drive it into a decent amount of damage, it spins and knocks the rapier aside with the shield and snarls at you.
Okay, then in that case, as my bonus action, I would like to use my Kensei shot, which is effectively I can use a bonus action to make a ranged weapon attack with my Kensei weapon, which is my boomerang. And as he snarls at me, I'm going to throw the boomerang. Effectively, he's going to think it's at him, but I'm going to arc the boomerang so it flies past that creature's head, arcs round towards the creature that has the stick with the scorpion in it at the end.
Perfect.
And I'm trying. You can up the AC if you like, but I'm aiming for the hand that is holding the stick.
Yeah, we're gonna make that quite a difficult shot. But by all means, you can certainly try.
That's fine. That is fine. It's a bonus action one. So Jordan, that's a 21. That's a 14 on the die plus 7 for the boomerang.
Is its regular AC? Yeah, its normal AC is not that high. I'm gonna have to say. So there is a whole bloody thing about disarming, but it's normally for melee attacks, and it's like partially a grapple. But I'm gonna say with 20.
I'm only doing 1d4 damage.
Yeah, give us the 1d4 damage. We'll see. I'll say this much: if you roll 4 or higher, he'll drop the stick.
4 or higher on a 1d4, so I've got to hit a 4.
No, well, sorry. What's your modifier to this?
There isn't one. It's my Kensei weapon, so it's just 1d4.
3 or 4, and he drops the stick.
That's a 1.
He doesn't drop the stick. You hit the boomerang. Spins around, the kobold in front of you swings the shield up, thinking you're aiming for him, and it just spins, flies around, almost like arcing over the heads of all of your allies, and all of the kobolds just sort of and even I'll say even all of the dragonoid creatures all go silent as they all watch this thing. You just watch as all of their heads track it as it. In fact, I would say you probably actually see one of the dragonoid creatures stamps its feet on the ground like it's going to try and chase it, and it spins around. And that one kobold holding the stick just watches it come closer and closer and closer, and just doesn't think to get out of the way. That it hits it on the hand, but it's not enough to make it drop the stick. Which, to be fair, it just would have picked the stick up again. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's just all silent as the wind of a boomerang's going by.
Yeah,
we're all watching it go around.
Everyone stops.
Before Tristan ends his turn, he's just going to kind of whisper to himself, go, nailed it.
It hits the kobold goes, but him making the noise sort of breaks the spell, and everyone goes back to trying to fight each other. Brilliant. In which case, now with someone there to assist, these creatures are going to begin instead of allowing themselves to be backed into the corner, they're going to begin rushing these kobolds. 2 are going to rush the ones on the far side of the line that you guys have joined, and 2 are going to step forward and engage with the one that you're fighting, Tristan.
Because they're my pets now, and they fight for me.
No!
Wow. Wow, that was speed running the D&D experience.
I am the Dragon Lord now.
They do only get a singular attack on their turn, so the 2 attacking the regular kobold are going to roll. Oh! For your introduction to this combat, guys, you could try a little bit harder. The kobold, unfortunately, they were hunting these things, so the first one, as the 2 rush towards it, it throws the net, not over them, but up like a blanket, and it spooks the 2 as they balk away from it, and they skid short of the kobold and don't manage to land any attacks. But the 2 next to you, Tristan, that's more bloody like it. That's going to be a 21 and a 22, so they are going to land their hits. The 2 of them are going to rush. So the first one is going to lunge claws up and try to knock this kobold to the ground. So first of all, it's going to deal 8 slashing damage, which is nothing to be sneezed at. And then it's going to force the kobold to make a strength saving throw, which he fails. So you watch as this creature pummels this kobold, just leaping onto it, knocking it 10 feet backwards to the feet of Imlith, and also being knocked prone.
Sick.
Unfortunately, I probably should have done that in the other order, because now the second kobold now has to chase, or the second creature now has to chase the kobold down. It still lands its attack, because it still had plenty of movement. In fact, because it's now prone, I'm going to give him a second roll just to see if he crits, which he doesn't, but his attack still lands. So he's going to deal a further 5 piercing damage as this one grabs onto the kobold's ankle and starts to worry him like a chew toy. And the kobold is going to take... how much damage did I say? 5 damage. And that is everything for their turn. So then it is the kobold with the little stick with the scorpion. What is he going to do?
I'm very much getting vibes of the goblins from Labyrinth.
I'm going to... Oh, no, sorry. Surprise round. They don't act yet. Izzy, what would you like to do?
Which is the one with the scorpion?
This little guy in the middle, sort of the one in the middle of the pack.
Cool.
His token's the one that has a little crate on his back.
Yeah, cool. Izzy is going to move to the edge of this mushroom and leap off at this guy and said, "I said no pets!"
Brilliant. Perfect. Give us an attack roll.
13.
13 is enough to hit. These are just kobolds. They don't really, other than the ones carrying the big shields, they don't really have armor.
Sick. Alright, so that is... Ugh, that's shit. It's 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately.
But I've completely...
Wait, were you a rogue? Oh, don't forget, you guys are still in a surprise round, so you have advantage on all your attacks.
Oh! This wouldn't have helped.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I did the first one, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Also, is Izzy a rogue? Do you get sneak attack?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if I've got advantage, I do.
Yeah, because you have a surprise round, you had advantage, you get your sneak attack on that as well.
Hell yeah.
Great. Yeah, I was trying to see if I just can't remember how to play Dungeons and Dragons is the thing.
You get sneak attack if you're banning pets.
Yeah, well, I know that one. That's ingrained. I'm just trying to see if I know that in 2024 I get another two chances to hit. But I need to. Yeah, I think I get a thing with my offhand weapon. I'm pretty sure. But
yeah, you can bonus action attack with your offhand weapon.
Yeah.
You just don't add your modifiers to it.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well,
the damage
modifier.
All right. Well, that's going to be 5 piercing plus another 11 for sneak attack.
Oh yeah. Okay. So was it a dagger you were using?
It was my short sword, first of all.
Short sword. Yeah, you leap off the thing onto this guy, and as you're screaming, "No pets!" you drive the sword cuts across him, and for a second it's one of those very anime-ish things where it just looks like a flesh wound, just a little trickle of blood, and then it fully just got blood everywhere gushing from the wound as it falls down dead.
Nice.
Mom.
So Mommy's busy, hold on. And he's kind of let down and slashed, and then he's just going to kind of turn around and be like, ugh, with dagger at this guy, which is going to be
perfect.
A natural 1 or a 24. I'll have that one, please.
20. Yeah, the 24 hits. So this time you're rolling just the die. There's no modifier added to the damage.
Yep. That'll just be 4 on my d4.
4. So close to dead, but this kobold, I cannot understand how startled these kobolds are. They were fully they were organized. We've cornered these things. We're about to go in for the kill, and then you guys just appear out of absolutely fucking nowhere and just immediately kill 2 of them. This guy is panicking. He's trying to hold the net up in front of where he thinks these creatures are coming from, while looking over his shoulder at you as you just step forward and shank him in the side. He is still up, but he drops the net and is scrambling to get a dagger at his own belt off. Is that everything for Izzy's turn?
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm also going to use my actor feat, and because I can mimic speech or creature sounds if I've heard them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm just going to make some encouraging noises at the lion, dragon, dog things.
Nice. We say encouraging noises. Are you trying to mimic the noises they're making?
Yeah, just
mimic them,
be like, hey, I mean, obviously I can't talk it, I can only mimic it, so I'm just kind of mimicking what they're doing.
You just start encouragement to them.
Yeah.
Perfect. In which case, Imlith, you've just watched 2 of these things get utterly wrecked. One of them has been knocked prone at your feet, so you already had advantage and everything, but you would have gotten it again.
Now you've got double advantage.
Double advantage, which means nothing.
At Fairly Harmless, say goodbye to seriousness and hello to the absurd. Check your brain at the door so you can check into a world of fun and weirdness. Take a break from being smart for the moment and just enjoy the ridiculous entertainment. Dive into the lighter side of life at fairlyharmless.com.
Hello, everyone. We are
Drunkins and Dragons.
My name is Rock, the DM of a two-man D&D podcast experience.
And I'm Nevin, the player of a two-man podcast experience.
D&D.
A do-da-dee-dee-oo.
I make him rock the dice.
And I make him dink the drink. But join us in peril, in laughter, in dinking the drink. Whatever you do, join us on Drunkins and Dragons.
So for the majority of the combat so far, Imlith has just had this frown on her face, and her internal voice has been like, "Why haven't I got a scorpion on a stick?" And
there's one going spare, to be fair.
There's one lying on the ground.
Her concentration is broken once the kobold falls in front of her, so she's going to leap up and stamp on its stomach.
Beautiful.
For a start. So that would help if I had the right character sheet open. Oh wait, advantage, isn't it? I'll just roll that twice. So that's a 23 or a 20. I'll have the 23.
Yep. Bear in mind, you're describing jumping on his stomach. Is this an unarmed strike, or are you like putting something else on?
Yeah. What, do you have a weapon?
No, she doesn't have any weapons.
Cool. Unarmed strike it is.
Wait, is she a monk?
She is a monk fighter.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I think we have somehow ended up with like 3 monks in this party, didn't we?
Yes.
I've only got 1 level of monk. So there's 8 points of bludgeoning damage as I jump on the kobold's stomach.
Great.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, so you just leap, sort of like bringing your knees up to your chin, and then just fully drive down with your heels into this creature's chest. There's like almost like a squeaky toy, like as it you just like crush its ribs. Is that everything you like to do, or have you got any other actions you like to take?
No, that's not everything. I'm a monk. Where's the one? Because sorry, I can't see past the mushroom unless I move my character there.
Yeah,
where is the one with the scorpion stick thing?
Oh, he's dead. That was the one that Izzy bisected.
But where is it?
Oh, where's he like? Sorry, he's just there next to Izzy.
There. Okay, that's all I need to know. With the mobile feat, no one can have an opportunity attack against me once I've hit. So I'm just going to continue on to here, in between these 2 kobolds.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
I mean, if you want free action to pick up a stick,
I'm going to take my other attack action first against the one that's fighting my mum.
Yeah.
And I get advantage, right?
Yep, still have advantage. You guys are still in your surprise round.
So that's a 23 again.
This is why I kind of like the new surprise rules in 2024, because this is just like, if you guys get surprised and like with this many people, it's just like, there's so little I can do.
Game over. There's 7 points of bludgeoning damage to that one.
Oh, he had 1 hit point left. You like cave his skull in.
That's my baby.
Is it really free action to?
It is absolutely a free action to pick up a stick.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action then to punch the one behind me.
Cool. Just like over your shoulder.
And that is that's not very. That's a 16.
16 to the one with the shield is is enough to hit.
And that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning, lovely.
And then, although I should be paying great attention to that one with the shield that I've just punched, she just bends down, picks up the scorpion on the stick, and holds it up like a trophy, just beaming from ear to ear.
Nice. You're now holding a stick, which you realise is literally just a 5-foot stick with a scorpion that has been tied on with string, and the scorpion's just on the end, like.
She is so happy right now.
Brilliant. In which case, we're on to Kazisel. What would you like to do?
So, is this one right in front of me? Is that dead, or is that?
No, he's still alive. These ones are the ones with the shield are surprisingly resilient. He is officially well beyond bloodied, but he is still alive.
Is he still prone?
He is still prone. He won't be able to get up until his turn if he ever gets to it.
I have a feeling he won't.
No, probably not.
In that case, I am going to kind of just jump up and kind of throw my hand axe towards his midsection.
So bearing in mind, if you do a ranged attack, because he's prone, you're actually doing it at disadvantage. It's only
which would be a normal
advantage
shot.
Yeah, it's only no, actually it's not. It's like if the target is prone, it's a disadvantage on a range shot. It's only advantage on a melee strike.
No, but I mean, because he has advantage, don't they?
Advantage, sorry, yeah, from sneak attack, absolutely. Good point, well made. In which case, yeah, you could do that, it'd just be a regular shot, or you could, like, move up to him and hit him in melee if you want, and get advantage still.
Would a 20 hit?
That's 20 hits. I assume you throw in the axe.
Yeah, that's unnatural, though.
Yeah, but that still hits, so you can roll
You're telling me.
So that is a 8 points of damage there.
It is still alive, but barely, as you, rushing forward, leap up and just hurl this hand axe down. It just catches it in this chest and almost pushes it into the ground.
And then as I charge forward, I kind of stamp the axe that's on the chest to try and drive it in a bit more.
You love that move.
I just imagine it's biting the armor, so I'm just trying to push it in a bit deeper.
Yeah, it's lodged in the thick, heavy leathers he wears. So go on, give me your second attack.
That is an 18.
18 also hits. Roll some damage.
And that is 6.
He had exactly 6 health left. All of you guys hear a sickening crunch as Kazizel leaps forward, steps high, and rams his foot down onto the flat surface on the back of the hand axe as it bites through this creature's spine, severing it, killing it instantly. I'm assuming that was your action, or was that your second attack?
That was my martial arts unarmed strike thing to go with it. That's as a bonus action.
Yeah, cool. Anything else?
So I've still got an extra attack. I don't even think about my hand axe that's just left in the cavity of the body here, and I just carry on charging forward.
Cool.
And I am going to use my extra attack.
Lovely.
To do a kick. That is 18 plus 6, 24.
That also hits. You'd roll damage.
And then I'm also going to use flurry of blows with this.
These things are not going to get a single attack off, are they?
So that's 2 more strikes.
Yeah. Hold on, because you're saying this is you. So the attack that you used to kick the kobold on the ground, was that your bonus action martial arts strike? Because if so, you can't use your flurry.
Okay, I'll just use this as just a kick.
Yeah, because the flurry of blows has to be as a bonus action. I'm pretty sure.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Beautiful. It is still up, but it is badly injured. Cool. In which case, some of this would be the kobold's turn, but they're still in surprise. Hark, what would you like to do? There are 2 regular kobolds left and 1 with a shield.
Cool. I rolled my attacks already while I was waiting, so Hawk comes out and goes, "Ha! Ah, come on!" And then, noticing there's hardly anything left, he's gonna run over to the last one, and he's go, "I saw this one first." My first attack was a 14.
14, unfortunately, with this creature's shield is not enough to hit. And unfortunately, it heard you jump out and shout, "Aha!" I had enough time to bring the shield around to deflect your blow.
Finally, a worthy foe, because you blocked one time. Because my second attack is a nat 20.
Oh, goddamn.
And that is 12 damage.
12 damage. It is still up, unfortunately. Is that everything for Hark's turn, though?
That is everything for Hark's turn, yeah.
Great. So as you rush forward with your... So what sort of weapon was it you're using?
Hark's got a big... He's got a big... So he has 2 weapons. One's a golden javelin, and the other one's like a trident. They're like on an X on his back. He's using the trident for this, though.
That's just overkill.
It's...
Compensating for something, right?
I like what I like to have too. It is you got 2 hands, you do 2 stabs. It's good times.
2 long poles.
Oh, I've always had time for 2 long poles. Wait, what are we talking about?
You leap towards the kobolds.
Yeah.
You drive this trident towards it. It unfortunately gets the shield up, but the force of your blow is enough to knock the shield wide, which allows you to have a just clean shot at the the core of the creature as you drive the trident in, almost lifting it off the ground before drawing it back, leaving the creature badly injured. But we are back to the top with Tristan.
Well, I was going to say, are we still in surprise? So I get advantage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll roll my other one again because that was my first one.
Just in case you got Yeah,
sweet. Okay, never mind. Move on, please.
Back to the top with Tristan.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Okay, so as these kobolds all kind of drop around us, I want to take like a split second to kind of look down towards the two dragon creatures by my side and see how, like, where their attention is now focused, seeing that these kobolds are being deaded. Are they still raring for a fight, or are they sort of getting a bit more passive right now? Or
they're not interested in fighting you. You can see the one that leapt on the kobold after it was downed is like it sort of jumped back when both Imlith and Kaziso like leapt onto, but once they've left, you see it like reach down and continues to like worry in its leg. The other one that knocked it prone has like turned its attention to the two remaining kobolds, and it looks like it's about to head over there.
Okay, then I'm going to run full speed to here, and as I get to the first kobold, I'm going to continue, like, not slow down, and almost kind of drop down to skid, and as I do, I'm going to rake my rapier past its legs. I'm trying to cut it off at its knees to give these creatures a bit of a chance of getting some killer attacks in, so I will go with the first attack, which is
not to scupper dam, but just for my own knowledge. Is that lake quite shallow then?
Yeah, it's only about ankle deep.
Lake. It's a puddle. God, I panicked then. Going.
It was described as a lake, so I was just checking.
No. The lake is the one that's like the other side of you guys. It's
okay. I will shut up and put my head in the sand.
I panicked then. I am a turtle, so it wouldn't have been much. Much
fine,
yeah, that'd have been fine. So that's a 16 with that attack.
16 hits.
Okay, so that is a D8. 3 plus 5, that's 8 damage on that first kobold as I whip the rapier across.
Never mind making it easier for the dragons. You just like fully like take like cutting down a tree. You take this thing off of the legs, and it just it falls over screaming for a couple of minutes as it like has to like tries to stem the bleeding, but it very quickly bleeds out and dies.
That's 20 rounds that it screams for.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sick. And as this creature drops, I want to, because I've only moved 10. Maximum movement speed for me is 40 feet. So I want to position myself and just keep running round this creature to almost get behind the kobold.
Yeah.
And in between, so that it is in between me and the creatures.
Yeah.
And then spin the rapier round and almost not stab it in, but drag it down the front of this creature's chest as I stamp down on its leg. And I am going to try and force it down onto its knees.
Cool. So is this an attack? Or are you trying to grapple it?
I will. So I've already used the attack action, so I have to take the second attack because I can't use the grapple as my second action because the grapple is the action. So I'll have to use an attack.
So I actually thought the same thing. I believe I've been corrected on this recently. I believe you can use the grapple for your second attack.
I mean, I'll go with whatever you rule, but as far as I was aware, grapple is the action, and attack is the action. You just get 2 attacks per action. It's up to you. I'm good with whatever.
So if you have the extra attack feature or anything that gives you multiple attacks, you can use one of those attacks to attempt to grapple, and then use your other attacks for other actions. So yeah, you can absolutely attack. Yeah. It's one of these things where technically grappling isn't an action; it's a type of attack.
Okay. I'm not very good at this. It's a -1, but I still want to give these little puppy dogs a chance.
Well, I mean, I'll say this much. If you just stand there, I use the flanking rules. You're currently diametrically opposite. You're already giving the creature advantage.
Oh, do I get advantage then? Oh, sick. That's better. 12?
Oh, if you're still going for the grapple, I'll make him roll.
Yeah. 12. That's 12 athletics.
He got a natural 20, so like you like get behind him and you like go to reach your arms over him, and being a kobold, he just sort of like ducks out of the way, and you sort of like just sort of miss.
Okay. Then I will. Oh, okay. Then I will flurry of blows.
Perfect.
Key point flurry of blows. So the first attack was an unarmed strike. That's 16 plus 7. I assume that's going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need him to make a con save on this one, as I stunning strike.
I mean, if you're doing damage to it, he fails the save, but if you're doing damage to him, I don't think the save matters.
So it's only 7 points of damage.
It's a kobold. It's dead.
Aww.
As you go to grapple the creature, it ducks beneath you, but as you watch it duck, you just I imagine you just like lean down and punt it, and it just flies in. It just like lifts off the ground into the cavern wall beside you, and just sort of splats against the wall.
As
dead.
it does, I just kind of like look down towards the creatures and just go, sorry.
The one nearest you looks up, and you see as its tongue like lolls out, and it's like panting, and it like turns as if it's going to bound off. And in fact, is that everything for your turn?
Well, I'm going to kind of like get down on one knee and put my hand out towards it.
Give me another animal handling check, only because you're still technically in combat, because one of the kobolds is still alive.
That's a 21.
So on their turn, 3 of them are going to rush the remaining kobolds, and the one that you've like stuck your hand out to, it like goes to run off, but it sees you like lean down to put your hand out, and it leans forward and like sniffs at your hand, and then goes to lick some of the gore off of it from where you've like got blood all over your hand. It starts to like lick your hand clean.
Hell yeah. Okay, that'll do until the end of combat. I swear it won't be a pet, it's just an ally that will stay in this cave, I swear to God.
It's like fucking spoiling the surprise for later here. So the 3 that are left are going to, pretty much every single one of them gets flanking at this point except one, so I'm just going to roll some of the attacks at advantage here. So 2 hits, 3 hits, so this might be enough to kill this guy. Let's find out. 5, 8, 9. Well, it could be. Literally on the button, you guys watch as the 3 remaining creatures like rush this last kobold, which is like surrounded by you guys, and just like quite literally dogpile it. And you watch as these things like worry and tear and literally rip this kobold to pieces as it screams. And then there is just silence as these things, well, other than the sound of them like worrying at and biting at this dead kobold. We're out of combat. These creatures will continue for like a couple of seconds, but then when they realize the threat is gone, you see they all like look up, look at all of you. The one that you're like put your hand out to, it like licks your hand one final time, then looks at the others, and it looks like they're about to leave. Is there anything you guys would do before they can?
I would like to roll to puss.
Give me anyone who wants to can give me an animal handling check.
Great.
Tristan will place his hand into his shirt and pull out a very rudimentary made necklace that he made himself, which is just string with a little bit of kind of like an old kind of stick that's kind of he's tried to carve, but it looks fucking shocking, but he's just kept it anyway. And he kind of takes it off and just tries to put it on around the neck of the creature.
How big do you say things were, like in general size?
These things are like not quite as big as a lion, but pretty damn close.
Pretty big. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like these things are like the head of these things probably comes up to like your guys' like chest. Well, those of you who are like medium sized.
Me. Yeah.
I only asked because I still have fine steed, but also I got a 19 for animal handling.
I don't think you'd be able to ride these, but I will say, so with your 21, I will say that you actually struggled to, like, because these things are like the size of a lion, they have these powerfully built shoulders and neck. You actually struggle to like get it around, but maybe if you like a bit of extra string or something, you can like tie it off, and it does like let you put it around its neck, and it sort of like looks down at its chest and like paws at it. And so what was Hark's animal handling check?
19.
19. Yeah,
I'll try and pet a different one. I
mean, like because they're all still here. Like as they get like finish off, they're like licking the blood off of their own like claws and stuff. You like put your hand out to one of them, and it comes over and sniffs your hand and lets you like touch its head, like pet its head.
Imlith's also licking the blood off her paw.
Sick.
Yeah, just like crouched next to them. What about Izzy and Kazizel?
I rolled a natural 20 for this.
God damn!
Yay! The one that counts.
I'd like to argue for advantage because I can mimic their
I will give you the advantage.
I'm just reaching out to just kind of scruff the fur across the puppet's face.
Yeah, so the one next to you is the one that sort of like pushed that big, like the stronger kobold to the ground. It seems like just a little bit bigger than the other three. As you like turn, like reach out to like touch it, it turns and like sniffs your hand and like comes right up close to you and is like probably like sniffing you like, you know, toe to top, and like then sort of like rubs its head against your chest and lets you sort of like pet its head. Izzy, how did the advantage roll go?
I rolled an 11 instead of a 10. Really worth it.
For Izzy, none of them seem to be particularly interested in you, but they don't like, as you like move towards one to like show it some attention, it does that thing that cats do, whereas you like go to touch it, it just moves its head away. But it doesn't look annoyed, it's just like, I don't want to be touched.
Is it just like, whoa.
It's being a cat.
Like, it's not a cat, but it's a little bit too cat-like for my tastes.
Imlith picks another bioluminescent fungi and shoves it onto the sting of the scorpion, a bit like you put like a rubber stopper on a scalpel. Yeah. So she just put the safety catch on her scorpion stick.
Hell yeah.
It's very, very sensible and safe.
Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for sticking with us. As always, thank you to Lixie B for our wonderful logo, Jeff for all the amazing artwork he creates that you can find on our online store, wonderful sponsors DN Dice and Arcanist Rum, links for both can be found in the description, Michael Gelfie and Monument Studios for allowing us to use their tracks in our scoring, and of course all of our wonderful Patreon supporters who have allowed us to continue creating additional content for the podcast. Your support means the world to us, and we can only hope that with your help we'll continue to make great content. As with the last episode, just a quick correction in terms of who our guests are and where they're from. Obviously, Lou is still from Of Dice and Them, Pan is still from Cosmopunk and all the other wonderful stuff that they do, but as before, Sakaya was with the transmissions but has now stepped away, and I believe they're hoping to continue on with the Black Teeth production, which was the one that they were predominantly heading up. And Dan, as I said, was, when we originally recorded this, was with Tales on Tap, then moved to Dice by the Sword and has now stepped away and has taken a bit of a break from a lot of the podcasting and streaming stuff. But that's everything for this episode, so thanks very much for sticking with us, and we'll see you soon. You've been listening to Modified Roll, part of the Potteration Network.
This show is part of Podderation, the nerdy podcast network. From D&D and video games through to ancient history and books of all genres, we are a group of podcasts all about things you can nerd the heck out about. We are currently looking for new podcasts to join the network, so if you know someone who wants to take their nerdy podcast to the next level, send them to podderation.com to get in touch.